who's back with us, former Justice Department attorney. He's Hans Von Spakovsky. Hans, okay, what do you make of this? Special counsel David Weiss wants to indict Hunter Biden on just a gun charge by September 29th. Where are the indictments on his tax evasion?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. And look, this should have happened 2 years ago. They had all the evidence they needed for that a long time ago. And yet, remember, the sweetheart plea deal that fell apart was not only going to allow him to get away without any charges for this violation of federal gun laws, they were going to let him get probation for misdemeanor tax charges when, in fact, what he did was commit a felony. Not only are we missing those tax charges, but where are the obvious felony charges for violating the FARA law? Because he was a foreign agent working for foreign companies. He obviously should have registered, and yet we don't have those charges either. Yeah,
and then, Hans, we've got House Oversight Chair James Comer subpoenaing DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, saying DHS Secret Service Undersecretary Mayorkas is complicit in a cover-up of DOJ political obstruction and interference in the Hunter Biden criminal investigation. What do you make of this?
Well, in fact, that's a very serious charge. But what we know happened was that someone at the FBI tipped off the Secret Service that IRS special agents were going to show up at Hunter Biden, where he was living on Joe Biden's home in Delaware, to interview him about these matters. And what happens? They get there, and the Secret Service won't let them in. Now, the Secret Service is supposed to protect a president, a vice president, their family from attacks, not protect them from a legitimate criminal investigation. And yet, DHS Secret Service won't tell Comer who did that.
Yeah, I mean, you also had, they blocked multiple felony charges against Hunter Biden. They blocked search warrants in the Hunter Biden criminal investigation. And they told, basically, Homeland Security's officials told the Secret Service, don't respond to House committees probing all of this. Let's watch former White House official Stephen Miller. Watch this.
In the last batch of emails, they redacted, fully redacted, just wiped out, blacked out, disappeared 200 emails relating to Hunter Biden's business operations in Rosemont, Seneca. They asserted executive privilege over 200 separate communications. What is in those emails, Sean? What is so sensitive about the operations of our federal government that Hunter Biden and Rosemont, Seneca had access to?
What were in those 200 emails? What do you think, Hans?
Well, remember, Hunter Biden had no official position with the government, so why are they asserting executive privilege over these communications? And also, remember, this brings up the whole issue of Joe Biden sending thousands of emails when he was vice president using a fake name.
Yeah, let's stay on this.
And their refusal to turn that over,
Those emails reveal there are about 1,000 emails America First found. Emails revealed, Hunter Biden did have a tight, cozy relationship with the highest levels and echelons of Obama's State Department. Basically, that the Biden vice presidency, the office there, was talking to Hunter Biden's Rosemont Seneca business partners. They're now new targets in the probe. They helped rake in millions of dollars of Biden family members via those shell companies. So why is Hunter Biden getting information about Obama White House events like a January 2011 state luncheon for China, a June 2011 arrival ceremony for the German chancellor, a March 2012 state dinner for Britain, and a 2014 France state dinner, which Hunter Biden attended? Why does he have to get that information from the Biden vice presidency?
Well, look, the answer is very obvious. He was using his father's position and all of these official U.S. government events for business purposes. That's what was going on. Why else would he be involved in this? There's no other reason.
Thank you so much, Hans Von Spakovsky, for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on.